Alright, hi everyone. Welcome to today's video on today's screen report. It is Wednesday, February 11th, 2025. It is just a little after 8 o'clock, about 5 or 6 after. Temperature is about around 33 degrees. My phone's at around 55%. Ooh. And, yeah. I am going to, I'm going home. After a long-ass day of, work. They're assaulting the parking lot, I see. Because, I guess apparently we're supposed to get some snow or freezing rain within the next, probably within the next couple hours. But also, we're under a dense fog advisory. We have been since a little over an hour ago, I have to say. I got it on my phone as a message probably around 1:30 this afternoon, something like that. I actually don't remember, but yeah, bottom line, it's 8 o'clock, I'm going home. But also, apparently, instead of having two 5:30 people here today, it's just only one. Because let me put it this way. For transport, there's there are three 5:30 people. 2 girls, 1 guy. The guy is on vacation as of when he got off of work, 2 a.m. Sunday night. Like Sunday night going into Monday morning. He's on vacation. The last 2 days, it was just both of the women for Monday and Tuesday, yesterday, which is fine. But today and tomorrow, it's one of them. It's normally one of them and the guy. But since the guy's on vacation, at least until I think until the end of next week, it's just the one girl for tonight and tomorrow night. Now Friday night, it's the other girl, but she asked me if I can come in too. That way she's, not alone. And I was like, yeah, okay, fine, whatever, I'll do it. Because, Friday was my day off anyways. Because, it's Valentine's Day, which I was like, yeah, I got the day off, but, I don't have a date or a Valentine or whatever. I ain't doing shit. Because I was probably just gonna, stay in the house and be lame and just kind of, do nothing all day. Maybe sleep in, I don't know. I didn't really get that far. But, one of the two girls asked me, it's the oldest girl, I should say, who I didn't even know is in her 30s. Yeah, it was interesting to find out that the most senior women of that shift, the 5:30 shift, is in her like 30s, which kind of baffles me in a way, because I thought she was in her like upper mid 20s initially, but no, she's in her 30s. I didn't even know that. But anyways, she asked me one day last week, I think. Yeah, she asked me last week. It was Friday, I do believe. Like this past Friday, she asked me like that, since the guy is going to be on vacation up until the end of the next week, because she'll end up being the only 5:30 person on Friday. She asked me if I would like to come in Friday and work that shift. That way she's not there alone. And I was like, yeah, fine, I'll do it, because I ain't doing nothing anyways. So I went down, talked to my manager about it. Manager said it was okay, even though, because I initially told her, like, look, I know it's my day off, and it'll be during, the guy's vacation, so I'm gonna, if it's okay with you, to come in at 5:30 and just come in for extra coverage. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. Because, I wasn't scheduled that day anyways, so I'm just coming in for extra hours and just extra help and, all of that. So, yeah. Let's see here. I know everyone's going to be off tomorrow, because I'm off tomorrow, Christian's off tomorrow. Speaking of which, Allison just sent me a Snapchat. She's probably going to be like, come over. I'm like, well, unfortunately, I won't be able to respond back until I get to the house. So, even if she wants me to come over, I will not be able to respond until after I get, until I get home. Oh man, that one was stuck in there for a while. Ow, that hurt. Ow. Now, that's the weird thing, is that I sneeze, like in terms of the actual like a word sound or whatever, I sneeze like mom, but in terms of power, I sneeze like dad. Oh, let's see here. What else is there? Oh yeah. Yesterday, before I left for work, I got my one of my 3 packages. Actually, I got the second package, I should say. I'm pretty sure I had said it in the video I recorded. Well, videos I recorded yesterday on my way home from work. But I ordered 3 things from Amazon. The first thing I ordered and that I received was a like an external battery, like a portable charger. I haven't even opened it. I haven't messed with it yet. I got it in the mail Saturday. But okay, I want to make sure I got my other phone in my AirPods. But anyways, I got it. It came in the mail Saturday, and I haven't even messed with it yet. And apparently I got an email like a day or 2 before it got here. That way I can be like, here's how to use it. First, you have to use up the actual energy that it already has before plugging it in and charging it. And after that, have at it. Which, okay, cool, whatever. The second thing that I ordered, which originally supposed to come out, or not come out, but arrive next week, came in the mail when I got up for work yesterday. And well, I actually have a video of me opening said item, but it's a flag, and it's pretty cool. I'm still baffled I was able to, find one. It's the very first national flag of the United States, with 13 stars and 13 stripes. Now there are different variants of that said flag. I mean, of course, we all know one of the most infamous alternate designs of America's first flag. Ooh, slipped on some mud. I gotta be careful. You guys remember a certain person from American history known as, what's her name? Oh yeah, Betsy Ross. Yes. The Betsy Ross flag, which, has, the field of blue with the 13 stars in a circle. That is probably one of the most infamous alternate designs of a national flag. Actually, it might be the most infamous. And a lot of people believe that was the very first flag in that arrangement. Wrong. Maybe on the battlefield, sure. Like, during the Revolution. But not nationally. But yeah, it's the first national flag where it has a row of 4, a row of 3, a row of 4, or no. I actually don't remember what the configuration of the stars is. It's a row of 3, and then a row of 2, and then a row of 3, that puts it at 8, a row of 2, 10, and then a row of 3. Yeah, there we go, that's better. 3, 2, 3, 2, 3. Yep, that's what it is. I was trying to remember what the actual like pattern looks like. I was trying to visualize it. So yeah, that's the first original pattern in terms of a national flag. Now, I could technically be that guy that goes on like Amazon or something, because that is where I ordered it. I could technically order every single historical flag nationally that we've had since inception, but I don't know. I mean, it would be kind of cool to, do that. But I also want to have I low-key want to have like 2 of each flag. That way I can have one in my actual like collection to hang like inside my house or whatever, and then have another set of the same flag or flags for like outdoor usage, and then kind of like fly them, like outside. That would be pretty cool, especially some of the more older flags. Because here's my thing. About the flags. I will say, yes, I have covered every single national flag here on this channel once before. All the way back in September of 2019. It was the series I did after I started every Congress. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Started Congress in like January, and then wrapping up Congress in like, what was that, like August, like early mid-August, or I don't remember. It was definitely like August or something. I honestly couldn't tell you, but it was during that time frame for sure. But yeah, anyways, in that series, I covered every single major like national flag for America, and kind of divided it into 5 different categories. Category 1 was every single national, or I guess technical regional flag. Before 1777. Specifically June 14, 1777, which was the first Flag Day. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. I was trying not to slip in mud because I got a bunch of drinks in my bag. Yeah, I brought a bag because one of the 530 transporters got me a 6-pack of Baja for covering for her on Saturday the 22nd. But anyways, I saw a flashing lights. I'm like, what the hell is that? And I was like, oh yeah, it's one of the snowplows assaulting the roads. Anyways, Category 1 is every single regional national flag before June 14th of 1777. That would be all the stuff with the Union Jack. Let's see here. Category 2 was the continuous one, which shows the current evolution of the flag since June 14 of 1777. Category 3. Oh yeah, by the way, for Category 2, our flag, the stars and stripes, even though it has 50 stars and 13 stripes, as you would have guessed, the stars kept on increasing over time. But the stripes have stayed consistently the same, except our second national flag, which had 15 stars and 15 stripes. That's when we had the original 13 states, along with the addition of Vermont and Kentucky into the Union. They added 2 stripes and 2 stars. And that flag was in use from 1795 until 1818. But up until then, there were 5 new states. And so Congress passed a Flag Act law that stated that the stripes would remain at 13 to pay homage to the original 13 states. And that they would add new flags, or they would add new stars to the flag when, there was a new state. It looked a little bit better that way. But also part of the Flag Act of 1818 that Congress passed, it stated that if a state became a state, that when a state becomes a state, or when we get a new state, the flag won't officially get its new star, until the next Independence Day, July 4th. Which is also still the rule we have today. So, for example, let's say hypothetically that Puerto Rico becomes the 51st state. We'll say, we'll say March 1st of this year, 2025. Puerto Rico becomes a state March 1st, 2025. The flag won't officially add the new star until the next Independence Day. So it won't be officially added for the next, I don't know, 3 months or something like that. So for now, we just have 50. We have 50 stars and 13 stripes. And our flag has changed 27 times since 1777, which is pretty cool. Our current flag, with 50 stars, has been in use since 1960. It is the oldest used flag in American history. The second flag used for the most amount of time is the 48 star flag, which one star represents every single state that's part of the mainland. Obviously excluding Alaska and Hawaii. It is also the American flag that we had during both World Wars. We've had that flag from is that even necessary, bro? That wasn't even necessary. What a douchebag. Like, seriously, bro. Anyways. Oh, that breeze feels real nice on my face. Let's see here what time it is. It is 8:35. But anyways, the 48 star flag was used from 1912 to 1959. And, obviously, Alaska became a state in early 1959, in which, July 4, 1959. The American flag had 49 stars, and obviously in August of that same year, Hawaii became a state, and the star wasn't officially added until July 4, 1960. And yeah, that's the flag we have today. Oh, let's see here. So yeah, category 1 is all national flags before 1777. Category 2 is the flag evolution, all 27 from 1777 to today. Again, 27 times. Category 3 is quite interesting, I have to admit. You guys ever heard of the African country known as Liberia? Probably not, because if you want to get technical, it is the only, I mean, it's an African country that has a very unique story. It was created by the American Colonization Society, in which they want to patronize slaves going back to Africa, and they settled in what is now modern day Liberia, and they became their own country. And during the scramble of Africa later that century, in the 1800s, like the 1880s, you know, when Europe was like colonizing the entire African continent, Liberia was one of 2 countries that was not controlled by a European power. The other, Ethiopia. And so, I mean, technically, if you want to count it, Liberia, in a way, was kind of colonized by us Americans. So, it's kind of like their government is completely modeled after us. Our flag, like their flag is modeled after ours. Although they have 1 white star and 11 red and white stripes. Which, the stripes apparently represent the 11 signatories of their national constitution, or their Declaration of Independence. I don't remember which document of theirs it was, but I'm pretty sure it was their constitution. But yeah, speaking of flags in Liberia, Liberia is infamous for having very awkwardly district flags, like their own like country subdivisions. And a lot of their flags for, you know, their subdivisions are questionable, I should say, because it has their national flag in the corner, and then it's just a bunch of weirdness for each one that looks like a kid drew up on like Microsoft Paint. I mean, like, seriously, look up the subdivision flags of Liberia. They're interesting to look at. You know, take a look at them. Let's see here. Like, it's just real interesting how they are. But anyways, I cover Liberia's flag as, you know, for category 3, because in a way, like how I said before, Liberia is kind of, in a way, America's African stepson. Because in a way, we created them, again, in a way, but you know, I'm not entirely sure exactly if you would classify it as a quote-unquote American colony, because of how it was like all that. I'm getting Snapchats right now. Well, let's see here. But yeah, that's category 3. Category 4 was pretty controversial. Especially in this country, because it all revolves around the time frame of 1861 and 1865. Yeah, I was reluctant to actually, do that. But I covered all the national flags for the Confederacy. I decided to give all those flags its own video, because there's technically they technically had 3 national flags, although the first version had 4 variants, because it kept adding stars that seceded the Union to join the Confederacy. And ironically it was 13, because they kept the design of Betsy Ross, but they threw it on top of a set of bars of red and white, and red, white, and red, because honestly, it's the flag of Austria, like modern day Austria, not with the coat of arms in the center, and with the Betsy Ross blue field in the upper left corner. Why did they model it like that? I don't know. And side note, the only former president at that time to openly support the Confederacy was the first president to ascend to the presidency by his predecessor's death, the 10th president, John Tyler. He was the first one to publicly open that he publicly supported the Confederacy. Hell, he was elected into the Confederate House of Representatives, but before he could take his seat, he died. So yeah. He was the only former president to legit support the rebellion. I mean, he was a controversial character when he was in office, because he served the rest of William Henry Harrison's term, because Harrison died 30 days into his presidency, because let's just say, in terms of a presidential inauguration address, Harrison currently holds the record of having the longest inauguration speech ever, lasting about 2 hours. He was also the oldest president for about 160 some years, prior to 1981. Because when he was sworn in, he was 69. I don't know if this video is going to get a copyright claim or not, because there's a guy on the opposite side of the street blasting music on a speaker. I doubt it, but you never know on YouTube nowadays. But anyways, Harrison was only in office from March 4th to about April 4th of 1841. The rest of the term in the presidency went to his vice president, John Tyler. Because, well, at that point in political history, that when Harrison died, no one knew what should happen. They thought that, okay, well, we have a vice president, but does he become the president, or does he become an acting president until a special election could be called? And John Tyler made it very clear that he was not going to go down as an acting president. He grabbed a judge. The said judge administered the oath of office. And John Tyler made a stand in American political history that said, I am not going to be an acting president. I'm going to be the president. And yeah, they made it very clear. And he established a precedent that if the president dies in office, the vice president becomes the president. So yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But yeah, anyways, the Confederacy had 3 national flags. The Stars and Bars, as I described. Although the people of the Confederacy did not like the Stars and Bars, because to them it looked pretty similar to the North, which according to them were you know, the Yankees. But the people really liked the battle flag of Northern Virginia, which is, you know, a squared version of the, you know, the infamous Confederate flag. And it was just the battle flag of Northern Virginia on top of a white banner. If I were to tell you offhand what the name of that flag is, I honestly couldn't even tell you. So they used the first one in different variations from up until the rebellion began to about 1863. And then in 1863 they used the second one, which is a Confederate flag that I actually own. I actually have the second one, believe it or not. Yeah, I went to a Civil War reenactment in Sunbury, Ohio, just outside of Delaware, back in, oh God, if I had to guess, maybe around 2015, somewhere around there. That was pretty cool. I was like, I gotta buy me a flag. So I got a Confederate hat, and I bought a Confederate flag. Because, you know, I liked history, especially American history, which, you know, I still do like history and American history, but I just like history in general. But I really like American history. And to some parts of an extent, world history. I mean, if you were to put a gun to my head and tell me what my favorite era in history ever is, I could easily tell you it would be pretty much American history from like the Boston Tea Party all the way to the end of James Monroe's presidency in 1825. So that'd be like 1773 to 1825. So that's at least, what is that? 53 years? Something like that. But yeah. The last Confederate flag used is a little more rectangular version of the battle flag of Northern Virginia. Oh yeah, I remember what the second one was called. They called it the Stainless Banner. But yeah, the last one they used was a more rectangular version of the flag of the battle flag of the Army of Northern Virginia. Wow, I can't talk. I'm almost home. It's only about 6 till 9 o'clock. Let's see here. It was a more rectangular version of the battle flag of Northern Virginia, and it had a red vertical bar at the very end, because they realized that just with most of the flag being white, it was close to a surrender flag, and they're like, let's put some red on there to make it so that way we can't think of surrender. And they used it for, what was it, like 80 days until they officially surrendered. I mean, yeah, that was that. So, okay, let's see here. So yeah, those category 4 was the Confederacy. Sorry, I kind of keep rambling on, guys. So to recap, category 1 of my flag series was everything before 1777. Category 2 was the flag evolution since 1777. Category 3 is for Liberia, aka America's African stepson. And category 4 is the Confederacy. Category 5 is, well, it's the future, like potential future flags. I did talk about the 51st star flag, but I also kind of put up and talked about the 55 star flag, because you know, for fun, I decided to kind of put it up there because it represents every state in the Union, plus the 5 main territories that America has. that are, not states. So it'd be like Puerto Rico, Guam, the Virgin Islands, Northern Mariana Islands, and Guam. But honestly, if either one of those were to become a state, more likely probably would be Puerto Rico. But the problem with that is that a good 2/3 of the entire island, well, of the entire territory, I should say, the vast majority speaks Spanish as a main language, not English. So there's problem one. Problem two, most of the entire island is, well, for one, still recovering from the last major hurricane back in 2019. What was it? Hurricane Helene, Hurricane Isaac, or I can't remember what hurricane it was, but they're still trying to recover from that big hurricane in 2019. And three, almost damn near the whole entire island is in like poverty, which is bad, but you can only do so much, right? But yeah, they're poor. They're still recovering from the last hurricane. And the majority doesn't speak English. Now, they do elect a representative to Congress, but for the 5 territories and DC, they can attend the meetings, but they can attend congressional meetings, like on the floor. They can debate on stuff, but they can't vote because, no stateation. Even though most of Puerto Rico votes Democrat anyways, but somehow manages to elect a Republican. They're more like delegates, actually. Although Puerto Rico is a little more different. It's a delegate commissioner, I should say. But all the rest of the territories and DC are delegates. And until each one approves statehood and, Congress approves, they will remain as delegates and not representatives. Which means that if they were to become states, more than likely their current delegate will probably be sworn in as a quote-unquote representative. Oh yeah, there's also American Samoa too. And apparently, on the opening day of the current Congress of 119, the delegate of American Samoa was upset that the delegates of the territories and DC were not called in the roll when electing the speaker. And she got pissed about it, and was like, "Oh, we have a territory problem in this country, and it must be changed." She was pissed about it. I was like, "God damn!" I'm like, "Look, it's up to your own people and Congress, but Congress ain't going to do nothing about it." I mean, sure it would. I mean, it's a Republican-controlled Congress. It ain't gonna happen. Because I'm pretty sure that if a state wanted to become a state, or if a territory wanted to become a state, it has to be approved in the territory's legislative body. It has to be approved there, and has to be approved by Congress. I would assume by at least a 2/3 majority vote, which would be a supermajority. I don't think it would be a simple majority. I think it would be a supermajority. So I'm pretty sure it'd be 2/3, not, half plus one. Which, in order for anything to get passed, in most cases, is a simple half plus one. But yeah, the third thing that I ordered, it's apparently supposed to come in the mail either tomorrow or Friday. So since I'm off tomorrow, I'll have to pay real close attention to the mail, and I'm pretty sure I'll make a video about it once I receive it. Even though more likely it'll come Friday. But luckily for Friday, I don't have to be clocked in for work until 5:30. So I can kind of stay up a little bit late tomorrow night. And not feel guilty. As compared to the last couple of nights where I've been up kind of late and felt really guilty because I had to get up at, I had to be up moving around by 11 and then be out the door by like 10 after. That way I can be at work clocked in at 11:30. But yeah, you'll see what I mean about my third thing that I ordered. It's kind of cool when you look at it on, like, whatever. Alright, so we're here at the house. Wow, we've been recording for 57 minutes. It's almost a damn hour. And time is 4 after 9. Oh. Okay, now my other phone is starting to get notifications because I'm just now at the house and I'm getting notifications. Okay, we're gonna call it a video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace out, bitches.